How did your family start? I was about to close my small photography studio, absolutely exhausted when someone walked in. A woman stood at my door with a small girl hiding behind her legs. Hey, I know you're about to close, but I was pretty annoyed at first, since we were completely booked for the next 10 months. Ma'am, However, the second the little girl peeked around her mom's legs, I was instantly lost for words. I could see her clearly now. She was extremely thin and had huge dark circles under her eyes. I saw the tube taped to her cheek and instantly knew what it was. This little girl was obviously very, very sick. Her mom looked broken too, probably hadn't been sleeping much either. While trying to keep it together, she says, "I'm sorry it's so late. My daughter just saw one of your photos taped to the wall at the hospital and couldn't stop talking about it. I know you're booked up for months, but I don't know if that would be possible for us." She didn't finish, didn't have to. I knew the next appointment probably wasn't possible for this little girl. I'm a pretty big guy, covered in tattoos and a beard, but even I had to take a second to collect myself. I didn't want her to see me get emotional, but I quickly pulled it together. I turned back around and put on the biggest smile I could manage. "Oh no, that wait is just for regular customers. I've actually been waiting all day for someone as beautiful as you to come in." The little girl's whole face changed. She lit up with a smile. She stepped out from behind her mom and asked, "Really? Really?" I said. "I was actually just thinking I needed a princess to model for me. Think you could help me out?" She nodded her little head, so I flipped the open sign in our window to closed and got to work. I pulled out every princess outfit I could find and took pictures of her in every single one. She loved sitting on top of my prop unicorn and was so freaking happy to be there. Her mom kept apologizing, saying we didn't have to do so much, but she was having so much fun, I just couldn't stop. We stopped to look at a few together, and when she ran back over to get back on the unicorn, her mom told me this was the happiest she's seen her daughter in a long time. I couldn't stop myself from crying behind the camera, but luckily, nobody could see me. I knew I had to hold it together until they left. After we finished, she was so tired she just curls up on my couch and falls asleep, and I sat with her mom as we loaded the photos. She was still wiping tears from her eyes when I asked, "Do you want me to edit them?" "No," she said quickly. "No, please leave them exactly how they are." She told me how her daughter used to have this beautiful long hair, how she loved to braid it and put ribbons in it, how when it started falling out, she tried to be brave, shaved it all off before it could fall out in patches. She thinks she isn't pretty anymore after she lost her hair. The kids started calling her Caillou at school, having no idea what she was actually going through. She couldn't take it and came home every day upset. She told me she didn't want to go anymore and would rather just go to the hospital every day from now on. My heart broke for her when I heard that, and when I told her I'd make sure to have the pictures ready by tomorrow, she tried to pull out her wallet. I instantly told her absolutely not, pushing it down and made her put it away. She begged me to let her give me some money, but there was no way I was letting her do that. I got the link to her as quick as she could, and she downloaded them immediately but didn't respond. No email back, nothing. I figured maybe I'd overstepped somehow. Maybe the photos weren't what she wanted, but I figured I'd never know. But then a few months later, she came back. I was closing up again when I saw this little face pressed against my window. Same princess shirt, but something was different. I opened the door and she burst in, her mom trailing behind. She instantly started saying, "I'm better. Look, I'm better." She had gained weight. She looked healthier, and there was fuzzy hair starting to grow on her head. I couldn't stop myself from smiling when I heard that. The tube was gone, just a small bandage where it used to be. Her mom tried to shove an envelope full of cash into my hands, telling me how much they loved the pictures and how she felt beautiful again. I was not accepting any money, but she kept arguing I take it. Finally, we compromised. She asked if they could take me to dinner that night, and I agreed. And to this day, I still have that photo of my now stepdaughter sitting on that unicorn hanging up in our living room.